Well, since we're becoming overpowered, I might as well overreact. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, ah! Hello everybody, welcome back to some more FTB Skies. You all remember last video, I did the elemental crafts. Well, I was finally able to move all of them out of here, and I also figured out a way to slightly automate this, which was to just put whatever you needed in here, and then it'll go into the hopper, and then it'll go into here. I couldn't get it to work with the pipe for some reason though. I did try that, and it just didn't work. But yeah, now we've got this whole thing all ready and raring, so whenever I need to make more for this stuff, it will all be ready and good. And the good news does not stop because, oh, after so long, we finally have all 256 of the atomic alloy. All 4 stacks are finally ready for us to submit into this and obtain the achievement. There we go. Oh my gosh. That really sucked. And with that, we also obtained this achievement. Now, it won't continue on because there is still one I'm missing in here, being the 128 pink slime. And fortunately, I'm very close. I'm currently at 85 buckets of it, and I need to have 100 and whatever this was, 128, yeah, 128 buckets of it. So we're getting closer. I think I might be able to get to that this weekend, maybe. Hopefully it'll be done by the next episode, or who knows, perhaps it'll be done by this episode. We'll see what happens. So I guess then we'll just have no choice but to continue around it. So I already got all of the charged Certus quartz and the precision mechanism, and I even got the stuffed hoglin in between episodes. That thing was, it was a treat. So the only 2 things that we're missing in here is the ratatouille and the gargantuan, I think I said that right, flux storage. And the way I get this thing is I'm going to need Herculean storage, and I'm going to need basic storage. So it's really just going to take a lot of stuff with that. So let's get started. Also bear in mind I need 6 of all of these. So the flux block is going to take a whole buttload of stuff. Oh gosh. Am I going to need to make a bunch of Eyes of Ender? Oh goodness gracious, it would appear I am. Stack it all, stack it up, stack it up. Okay, I think 3 stacks probably won't be good enough, but we'll see what happens. So then I can just make the blocks, and then we can go ahead and make all of these. Oh, I'm out of glass. Huh. Yeah, but yeah, no, I need 36 of these basic ones to be able to make 6 of these Herculean ones to be able to make one of this gargantuan one. So I needed over 1,000 of these flux blocks, by the way. And then we can combine all of these together into the 6 Herculean ones. And then we combine all of these together to make the gargantuan one. And now, with this in hand, I can submit it. And there we go. Now it is all in there. So long as it didn't need to be full of energy, but I don't think it did. And you know what? That took me so long. I'm gonna actually check up on the, the jumbo tank. Still not close enough to the pink slime. That is a mighty darn shame. So I guess next up, we have ourselves the ratatouille. Ratatouille in my bum. What? Okay, so what we need for ratatouille is we're going to need a tomato, an onion, and then a beetroot. I could have sworn I had beets. Well, I mean, at least I have 1 freaking beetroot seed. Okay, I guess I can just remove the carrots and then plant that here. But there we go. We then got ourselves the beetroot. So next we're going to need a tomato and an onion. And both of those come from these plants. And both of those I can go ahead and buy at the market. So I just need to head on over to here, and they should be somewhere within this place. Here's the tomato, and I think I see the onion. Yep, here it is, right here. We collect this, and there we go. Now we have all of that. So then I just need to go ahead and grab myself a kniffy. Okay, so then we just throw this in here and chop it up. Throw this in here, chop it up, and there we go. Wait, that gave me tomato seeds, not tomato. You're making me grow my own tomatoes? Game, how dare you? Well, I mean, I don't really have a use for them, but hey, I've got them. Why do I have magenta dye? Okay, I guess I could use these for a later ender chest. Or I guess I'm dyeing these. Hooray, I have pink storage now. Okay, it looks like I do have everything. So now all we have to do is head on over to the create thing, and then we just need to mix everything together. Everything will coalesce and make something delicious. Mmm, how we all love ratatouille. Oh, how sweet this is. I've never actually had it in my life, so I can't really say if it's good or not. But now we submit that, and there we go. This one is completely and utterly done. So once we are able to get the 128, oh my gosh, I can't read today, the 128 pink slime, we will also have this one as well. Now, unfortunately, from then on, it gets a little confusing in the department for the endgame pyramid. Oh, gosh, I didn't know I could, wait a minute, I can give my little potato items to hold? Wait, if I give him, no, not that side. Put it on this side. Oh my gosh, look, I got a little murder potato. Yes! Oh my gosh, I have a murder potato. As I was trying to say though, from here on it gets a little confusing. So now we need 128 advanced processors, which are the ones that take the diamond. Now I don't need to worry about that much anymore because I actually have enough diamonds to be able to pull that off now, actually. But, you know, that's also fine, because I already completed everything I needed with the diamonds, so I'm no longer hurting for diamonds. And then the signalum ingots are also fairly simple. I'm pretty sure I just need some various dusts and stuff. No, not even dust, I can have them in ingots. So I just need silver, copper, and a bunch of redstone. And then fire charges, which are also easy to make. The real thing that confuses me is these luminous crystals. So, somehow, I'm supposed to use this salvaging table, which actually isn't that hard to make at all. And then I put, like, random things into here, and it gives me the luminous crystals. But I can also find them at, like, villages and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna stick with that one instead. Alrighty then, well I guess it's time for mass crafting. Oh, wait a minute, I only needed 64 of the signalium. Alrighty, well now I got all these things smelting, so these things aren't going fast enough though. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit, you know? And yeah, that is infinitely better results. Thank you so much, game. I really appreciate this. And then we can submit this one. That should be all done. Yes, it is. Okay, so after that, I'm just going to need to continue to hunt down the luminous crystals from various villages. And I know that, I mean, there's a lot of them in the general area, because, I mean, there was that one time where I got, like, flung, like, really far off in the mist due to some weird glitch. So I'll just need to be searching through a bunch of the villages, probably sometime in between episodes, probably be doing that after I'm done recording this one. So until we get this whole thing done, yeah, that's it for the endgame achievements. Well, actually, not quite. There is one last thing we need to do, but that requires us going to the nether. And thank God, because it just started raining and I don't want to deal with that. So in order for us to get what we want from the nether, we are going to need to make a little bit of gold armor, and I only want gold boots, not a gold helmet, because I do not care for my boots. But my helmet, oh, my helmet is my baby boy. And now, I am free. So, also, in case you were wondering what this little platform is, this is where I got hoglins to spawn, so it was very nice. Ooh, gold. Actually, if I fly far enough away from this thing, it might spawn in what I want, but it might also spawn in what I don't want, so we'll see what happens. It spawned in what I want. It spawned in what I want. Okay, wait a minute. He won't attack me because... he's got an ability, though. I only need one more ability, so, okay, so I can grab this guy, and yes! Okay, so the reason why I need my gold boots is because you can't actually do this if he is hostile. So if he's trying to attack you, it ain't gonna work. So we should have only needed just one of these guys, but I mean, I could probably double up the process for what I'm doing later on. But for right now, this should work out well enough. So I'm still frozen. Okay, there we go. So now with this, we need something called a barterer. It's basically like a trader from the Easy Villagers mod. It's just that, you know, this is kind of like an offshoot of that. It's Easy Piglins. All right, and here we go. Now we've got ourselves the barterer. So from then on, we're just going to need 2 chests, one up here and then a crystal one, just so that we have a bigger space. And then we're going to need some pipes, and it's pretty much as simple as that. Alrighty, so we can just set this little thing up over here. So at the bottom here, we're gonna have ourselves this little crystal chest, and then we can put the item pipe right here. Something just crawled out of my amethyst. Nope, no you do not. Okay, back to business. So then here, we can put the barterer, if I could get on the dang thing. There we go. And then we put on the next pipe, and then we can put on the chest. And there we go. Now that's the whole setup pretty much done. And then we stick him in there, and there we go. Everything's all ready and ready. Oh, and you can also see in there, he's actually holding a little piece of gold. He's contemplating. Yeah, give me something good, game. Okay, so the reason for this is it's going to give me a bunch of different bartered loot. There's two things from this that I can get that I want. One of the things from it is going to be crying obsidian, and the reason I need that is for the endgame achievements. Another thing it's going to be able to give me, though, is going to be the blaze cakes, and I only need 64 of them, so it shouldn't be that much, because I really don't want to have to automate them, but I get the feeling I'm going to have to automate them, and I don't like that I have that feeling. Oh yeah, there we go, look! We got ourselves a blaze cake! Yes, okay, so I know for a fact that I already have a few of these things lying around. I just didn't know how much I have. Okay, so currently I have 9. So then let's see. How many do I have in here? I have 4. So that's a total of 13. So that's less than a fourth of the way there. It still hasn't given me the crying obsidian, though. That is rather unfortunate. Oh, I'm out of the gold. Oh, that's because it's all in there. Ah, yes, there we go. We got ourselves the crying obsidian. Now, the reason why I'm getting crying obsidian like this is fairly simple. Everything else with how to get it is incredibly confusing. The only other way I can get it would be with a draconic bee, and I have no idea how to utilize productive bees properly. So the only real way to get it is with the barterer. Yay! Wait a second, did he just trade me a bucket of liquid meat? Dude, I don't want your liquid meat. I have enough of dealing with that here. I just want some blaze cakes and then also some crying obsidian. Well, I mean, at least I'm not going to need the crying obsidian until I'm, like, near the end of it. Yeah, it was right down here. I need 2 stacks of crying obsidian, and at the current rate, we're definitely not going to be getting that today. Ooh, blaze cake. I only need a stack of the stuff, but I gotta be honest here. This is becoming a little bit of a problem. I mean, I set up a small chicken farm so that way I could get the eggs just in case I did end up needing to automate it. But those are nowhere near done. And these guys are, they're being a little bit lacking on the egg department because there's no way to automate it in this pack. It sucks. Okay, so wait a minute. I just had an epiphany. So I currently have almost a quarter of a stack, which is how much you're going to need for this whole thing. And I currently have in here 0. And to be able to make one of them, you're only going to need 1 egg, which means each stack of these is a quarter of it. So if I get another stack of eggs right here, I should have enough to be able to just automate it from then on. So I'm gonna be waiting here a while, aren't I? And if I'm going to need to automate the blaze cakes, then that means I'm going to need to be able to make this, and then I'm gonna need to make the cinder flour, which means I need to make a crushing wheel, which means I need to make the mechanical crafters. Okay, I guess it's time for all this crap then. We're going back to create then today. Okay, so in order for me to be able to make the crushing wheels, I'm going to need 21 of these mechanical crafters. So each one of the recipe makes 3. So that's about 7 times I'm going to need to do this recipe. Okay, this is gonna be a process. Let me grab all this stuff real quick.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, here we go. We should have everything now, so I just need to throw these into here. And then, yes, there we go. We now have ourselves all 21 mechanical crafters. That was tedious. Okay, but I'm also going to need a spout for a little bit later, so I might as well make that now. So it's a good thing I have plenty of kelp, so I'll just be able to smelt that one down. I'm just going to need to make some copper, and then I'm just going to need a log. But now we just put these two together, and there we go. We got ourselves the spout. Okay, so now with all of that out of the way, we just need to go ahead and make a little placement for this thing. So I want this to be not in the way, but it looks like I'm running out of choice in that matter. Okay, so then I guess we'll just be putting this right about here-ish, maybe? Okay, so if I'm looking at this thing correctly, it'll be 3 on the bottom, then 3 rows of 5 in the middle, and then 1 row of 3 at the top. Okay, so then I just need to continue it out like this, and it should be good on here, this part. And then the last 3 go right here, and there we go. Okay, so now with all of this, I just need to take my wrench and then just make all of the parts go towards one central point. So everything will be going like so, and then these things will also be going like this, and then there we go. That is the whole thing well, not really ready, because I do still need to go ahead and grab some cog wheels if I still have any. I do, actually. That's really good. Okay, and I also have a big one, just in case I need to, like, rearrange things in a weird way. Okay, so it needs to be like this on this portion. So then I need to somehow make it so that it turns into another way. How am I going to do that? You know what? I have an idea. Okay, so we got this one, and then we need to make it face this direction. I'd like it to face this direction. This direction! Ah, there we go. This direction. Okay, so then after that, we're just going to need to grab ourselves a gearbox. Also, in case you're wondering, this thing's a rotational speed controller. It's meant to mess with the speed of everything, but it don't really seem to be making much of a difference. Made dang difference with the sifting thing, though, but that's enough of that. Okay, so then we just take this gearbox, and then put that right there, and there we go. Everything is all working in order. Okay, then. So now, I just need to gather up all of the ingredients for the gears. So let's see. It needs 16 of the andesite alloy, and then 4 of the planks of any wood, and then just a stone of some kind. So then let us grab... What have I done? I did something and I messed everything up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think I crashed my server. Uh-oh. That could be very bad. Wait, why am I on the multiplayer thing? No, I exist here. Yeah, this one is my Sky series. This is my test world. Y'all haven't seen this exclusive footage. I'm concerned. Wait, can I even get back into my world? Oh. Yes! I am in the game, baby! Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so if you click on this thing, do not click on this under any circumstances. I shall get my own planks. Thank you very much. I shall also retrieve my own stone. Also, thank you very much. And I shall go ahead and ask this thing by myself to craft 16 andesite alloys. So that way I do not do this again. Lesson learned, everybody. Whatever you do, don't do that. Anyway, here we go. Now that I have everything, all I need to do left is to just put all of these things in the specific order that they are meant to go in. So I put all this like here. I am lagging very hard. That is probably as a result of my stupidity. And then I just put all of these here. And once I put this last one, it should do something. Yes, it is. Okay, and it's actually moving very fast. But you all can't see that because the thing just froze again. But yeah, there we go. Now we have ourselves 3 crushing wheels. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, I guess I can just put these things here. Alrighty, sorry about that intermission. The computer crashed. So, as I was trying to do, here is my idea for this. We can just put the crushing wheel here, and then we can go ahead and put this gearbox right here, and then the other crushing wheel right here. So now both of them are going straight into each other, and if I walked into that, I would probably die. Actually, with all of my stuff, could I survive this now? I wonder. I'm actually curious. Can I survive the gears? Oh gosh, I'm actually stuck. Oh gosh, I just regenerate forever. Yes, I very much will survive this. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need 3/4 of a stack, because I already have myself 16 blaze cakes, so I'm not going to need that many of them. Alrighty, here we go. Now we've got ourselves the crushed netherrack. Now, this can end up actually giving me more, so we're just going to need to throw this in and hope for the best. Okay, I need to eat myself my glistening coarse fruit, and then I can just chuck all of that into there. And then after a good bit of time, it does take longer because I threw in like multiples at once. It should give me everything I'm going to need. Now then, the question then becomes, can I speed this thing up? Will this work? I really would like it to. Oh, it does work. Yes, it's right behind it. Okay, so I need to get in without triggering it. And yes, there we go. I actually have more than I need. So that's actually really good. So now we've reached the moment of truth. So I can put this stuff away, and then I'm going to need myself the sugar, and then I'm going to need to grab myself the eggs. And then after that, I can just throw all of this stuff right into here, starting with the cinder flour, then the sugar, then the eggs, and then it should start to work. Oh, I see why this don't work. It's because this is the wrong thing. I need to put it in the press, but it does still need to be in a basin. Oh, okay, redo. Alrighty, so I got all 48 of the blaze cake bases. So now what I can do is I can take this jumbo tank right here, and then I'm also going to need to grab myself a fluid pipe. There we go. And then we just need to head on back over to here, and then I can go ahead and then use my wrench on this thing to get rid of that real quick. And then we can go ahead and then put the spout right here temporarily. And then we can go ahead and put a fluid pipe right there, then the jumbo tank right here, and connect. And then the lava should start flowing into there. And there we go. So then I already set the blacklist onto this thing, so it shouldn't touch it. I can just throw all those into there, and it'll just start making the blaze cakes. And those will all instantly get sent right back into here. So then I can also just throw my blaze cakes I already have on me into there, so that way it's all just, you know, all together. With like one little big happy family that I'm going to be selling off for profit. There we go. Now we have all 64 blaze cakes, which means I technically don't need to keep this whole thing around, but I mean, I probably will just in case there's anything else that I need to do. And I mean, at least I kind of did the rest of create, you know? I mean, this was kind of a long time coming. I mean, it's not technically the rest of it, because there is still, like, other things in here that I can do, but, like, these things are, like, just power sources that I could get from here, and so, really a lot of this stuff just isn't worth it much anymore at this point. Either way, though, now I can go ahead and then take these tasty, delicious blaze cakes, throw them into there, and there we go. Now that is that achievement all well and done. Oh my goodness gracious. So I wonder, can I actually like place this down or eat it? Or nah, no you can't. That's unfortunate. Oh well. You know what? I've got plenty of time in the day also, so I think I might be able to get this whole thing filled up, and then we can go ahead and then also make the pink slime ingots. So with that then done, we would then be able to have both of these things all well and done. And if I'm able to go over and explore the villages and find the rest of those shards, we might be able to have pretty much this whole row done today, actually. And if I get this one, then I'd have creative flight. Also, the creative blaze cake. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that. So then, I will see you all once this thing is all ready and raring, and also I will also go and search for all the shards. Hello, Enderman. You get to... Okay, never mind. Oh, never mind, then never mind. You get to die. Goodbye.
20 minutes later.
Alrighty, I got everything I need. I got the rest of the crystals, I got all the pink slime ingots, and I even got an advanced machine frame because I realized that I am going to need one of those. So let's submit that, then let's also submit the rest of these, and then finally, just to clean sweep this entire row, submit the pink slime. There we freaking go. Oh my goodness. So, with all of these powers combined, we get ourselves our first creative tools. Even a mending book, which I don't need because I already got the guy, but still. So, with this thing right here, we have a flight module, which will allow us to fly so long as we have the thing that allows us to do so. I do not have that thing yet, though, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. But because we also have this blaze cake now, too, I can now do something very, very special. So if we go over here, you all remember this little setup that I have right here, right? You know, it was generating all the mushrooms and all that, duplicating them infinitely, making this biofuel, which fueled these things superheated for 21 minutes. Well, it ended up backing up, and then I had to get rid of a lot of stuff, so this really wasn't sufficient. But now that we have ourselves the creative blaze cakes, allow me to take you all into here and show you something very, very special. We no longer need these pipes to be here. We don't even need this thing anymore. For now, we may take all of this down and then put it back up, but this time without fluid. So if we put these things all right back here, and then just click on this, as you can see, it does not use it up, as it is a creative cake, and they will all be set burning forever. And the best part is, I can choose which mode I want them to be on. So let's have them all being superheated, and there we go. This was a good day. This was a very good day. We've got ourselves our first overpowered stuff. I'm still not sure what this thing is supposed to do, but it's creative and thus overpowered. Okay, and then we also have an infinity wand, which I already have, and also an infinity backpack now. Is this thing already fully charged? It is. Okay, so then I can just put that on my back. Can I see it? Nope, no I cannot. And I have no idea how to use those things. So once the ether gas reaches 100 millibuckets, we will then be able to do this one, which will give us infinite mana. We are one step closer to becoming truly overpowered, and I absolutely love it. So let's collect everything here and now, and then throw in all the stuff right back into here. And then with all this being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the last FTB Skies video. Bye-bye!